Hello, we're here with Modern Homemakers, and I'm going to show you how to do a single crochet. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time talking about the chain again. If you are confused about that, go check out my other video, How to Crochet a Chain. Anyway, any type of yarn here. Once again, everyone holds their hands differently. I like to go, around my fingers and then bring the finger forward like that. Do it however you want. And you're going to start with making a knot and then go through, and I'm just gonna do real fast 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and however many chains you make, you'll have one less single crochet when you're done, because you're going to skip. We zoom in a little more. You're going to skip this first chain and go into the next one, so you'll have 2 strings on top when you go through the hole and 1 on bottom. So you're going to wrap around and grab some thread and bring it through both of those 2, at which point you'll see 2 threads on top, and you're going to wrap around and bring through both of those 2. So that's your first single crochet, but we're going to walk it through again. So step number 1, we're going to go in the hole, and we'll have 2 stitches on top and 1 on bottom. So going in, grab the thread, and you bring it from the back around to the front, and then pull through, which gives you 2 on top, and you're going to wrap around and go through 2 again. So we're going to do this since we're trying for 4, we had 5 chains, and we're doing 4 single crochets out of that. So we've got 2 more to go. Go in, wrap around, pull through. Oops, I don't like that. I didn't go quite through the thread. Go in, wrap around, pull through. You'll have 2 on top, wrap around, pull through 2. Got 1 more. Go in. The end one's always kind of funky. You'll go wrap around, pull through 2, wrap around, pull through 2. All right, at this point, you can literally count 1, 2, 3, 4. If you look at it, we're going to chain 1 and turn the whole project around. You're going to go in the first hole on the next row, wrap around, got 2, wrap around, go through 2, and if you count, we've got 3 more to go. I'm going to do them a little faster. Now the important thing with any stitch is to make sure you're not losing or adding stitches. So like if this were a scarf, if I were making a long thin scarf out of this, I would come through every few rows and make sure I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You can literally count it that they're there. So as long as I wanted to make this, every time you get to the end, you would chain, turn the whole project around, go in the first, wrap around, got 2 on there, wrap around, go through 2. And then all the way through the end. So I'm going to start from the beginning again, but you could literally do this forever and make the world's largest scarf here. So you would just do the same thing every time you get to the end. So from the beginning, you're going to we'll do 5 again. 2, 3, 4, 5, because every time you do 5, you only get 1 less. You get 4. Go through, wrap around, go through 2. So go in, 2 strings on top at that point, wrap around, go through 2. Let's go in one more time. Got 2 on top, wrap around, go through, wrap around, go through. I'm pretty lazy. I use the double crochet a lot more than I use the single crochet. But the single crochet is great if you really want a tight look on something. Double crochet is great for just getting something done quickly, which is generally what I'm about. So if you notice on the end, we did the same thing. We chained 1 before we turned. Wrap around. Before we move on, we're going to double check. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. What we do when you get to the end, we chain 1, turn the whole project. We go in the first hole, Make sure you still got both strings on top. Wrap around, go through, wrap around, go through 2. Got 2 stitches on top. Once again, you could do this all the way until you have the world's longest scarf. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. I really didn't like how that one went in, so we're going to make sure I like that at the end. That's why we count every time. Oh, that's the best trick in the world, by the way. If you don't like something, you pull on this side and they disappear. Of course, then you have to redo them. That's why you want to count every couple of rows, because let's say you're making a sweater, which takes forever, by the way, especially if you're a plus size gal like me. Anyway, wrap around, go through. If you are 50 rows into a project and you realize, darn it, I made a mistake in row 2, are you really gonna want to pull all of that out? No. 2, 3, 4. And turn. Anyway, it's the same way all the way through. So check out, if you don't get how to do the single crochet, go check out my other video, how to single crochet.